me. Emperor incinerate their souls. Our ship be the one asking questions. Our ship was attacked by heretics. They killed Lady Theodora. Our ship was attacked. Theodora was killed. I claimed my inheritance. That's all you need to know. Deep shadow falls on his face. Row trigger slain. Unthinkable. Please accept my deepest and most sincere condolences. Your lordship, don't hesitate to let me know how I may be able to help. I realize that yourself are in a difficult situation, but my crew has sustained heavy losses. I must replace my mission crew members. My crew has suffered heavy losses. Wishes secure replacement. I need a fresh crew to replace those killed on the attack ship. I need material compensation. That's going to be rough. No, it worked. Commerce test succeeded. The governor bows his head in acceptance. Of course, your lordship, you'll be compensated for any losses, and I'll see to it personally that your ship holds are filled with the finest goods from my personal reserves. Good. Right. Cool. After the fucking work that I've just done. Nods an approval. Remarkably excellent, your lordship. A rogue trader has no use of leniency. Offer several thousand fine obedient servants. However, I'm sad to inform you I won't be able to do it until I've dealt with the insurgency on our planet. I'm sure you won't take long. The rabble will soon be duly punished for their heretical scheming. I've already dealt with it, dude. Are you so confident that you'll crush the insurgents soon? My own impressions are the exact opposite. Is there anything else I can do on this planet system while I wait for the end of the revolt? I wish to commend the courage of one of your officers, Sergeant Malgar. He and his sergeant valiantly defended the starport. Hand it over to me. Interrogator of the Most Holy Inquisition is operating your system. I have so many questions, actually. Crane claims you have not been doing enough to ensure the safety of Adeptus. God damn. Right, this is... Yeah, I'm gonna fucking grill this guy now. Here we go. Sergeant, you managed to impress a person of such noble standing will be recommended for decoration. Good. Is there anything else on this planet system while I wait for the revolt? System, want to hand it over to me? Show wife. Any family, however noble, has unworthy sign or two. Naturally, will surrender him if we find him within the jurisdiction. Unfortunately, I have no information required. However, we have a cogitator here. The command center is connected to data crypt from Logis Albel Sanctum. Let's convince stubborn machine. So it might learn something about Conrad's movement. Wait, I just did. Pledge a ship. Not in a pair of wings. Yeah, where's the Inquisitor? I do, Master. Has left a Harrod electrodynamic cenobium. It's an ancient monastery. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Cool. So he is with the AdMech people. Don't know what the objectives are. I need to say the insurgents' activity has been observed in the monastery vicinity, but I suppose that's too petty. Too petty of a problem for an agent of the Most Holy Inquisition. Send a small detachment and reinforcements there. No, you need to send a lot fucking more there. Weapon insurgents that shoot down and shot over the city has been destroyed. There's nothing preventing you from returning to your ship. If you wish to find Master Van Carlox, go to Cenobium of the Adeptus Mechanicus. On behalf of the priesthood of Mars, I, Major Newman, I'm officially initiating my participation in the operation. I must inspect the state of the relic and assure myself that it's under zero risk of falling into heretic hands. According to Catechism of Maintenance and Operation, my tech comrades are supposed to lock the monastery gates against lay people and activate the traps. I deem it optimal that the ordained Magos may provide his assistance. Categorically object. The governor clenched his fist. As much as I respect the sanctity of your monastery, I have on my hands a whole capital that needs to be attended by the Omnissiah's servants. So we have a lot of many eminent tech priests. Incidentally, one of them perished at the same monastery. Mechanical failures could occur at any moment. Putting it bluntly, you may consider yourself forcibly recruited into the city's defense forces. Ha ha ha! No way! You're not taking Pascal. You've been an interesting time to quarrel with a servant of the Omnissiah, Governor. Majos is part of my retinue. You have no right to give him orders. Perhaps the esteemed governor is right. You just make me for a fool. I know he arrived separately from you. I bet my life that no. Oh! The governor's voice dies down. Drilling mechadendrites. It's tipped directly straight at the bridge of his nose. Medenia clears his throat and grumbles stubbornly. So this is a negotiation technique that you have resorted to. Do you think the first time I've been threatened with a weapon? No, but this could be your last. Pascal's voice is akin to the sound of produced by drilling implements, steady and calm, but ready to explode at any moment's notice. With the crunching of bones and squelching of tearing flesh, I am heading to the monastery because I must. Is that clear? Governor muttered through gritted teeth. Abundantly so, Magos. Let's go, Pascal, let's go. You're so determined to get the monastery. Is that because of the relic? It would be my pleasure to assist the Omnissiah's servant in reaching the sanctum. It is why I came to this world. I am expected there. Thank you for your cooperation, your lordship. Drills stop. Continue. As compensation for your consideration of my request, I, Magos Hanuman, officially undertake to accompany you in the Ricard system in these roles as bodyguard to protect you at all costs until your life functions cease, but only within the limit of the Ricard system. Alright. You're Hanuman? Glad you're alive. Prize but refrains from any further commentary. Wish to know more about the monastery. Why shall the monastery, if that is where the insurgents have gathered or deployed a landing force? Pascal, what's so special about this? The Nobim and the relic? What is in there that has drawn attention to the interrogator of the Inquisition? Yeah. According to the reports we receive, set off on the hallowed electrodynamic Cenobum a short while before it was stormed. Glad to find that you're safe. Perhaps you possess information on Master Van Calox. My name is Pascal, not Abel. I know nothing about such a person. Oh, is that his master? Does he have the same surname? What do you know about this Abel, Governor? When do you fly to the monastery? Steam Logis supervised the work. Lex Marcanis, however, he rarely left the cyber chapel and never left the honor of making. I can't remember when it comes to this kind of stuff, where if someone works underneath them, that they want to take their surname. Is that a thing? Their last name? I can't remember. So is this his Archmagos that he where he got the name from. I would suggest you inspect the Esteem Logis sanctum, but it was destroyed by the rebels. We recovered several data crypts and connected them to cogitators in the command post, but they provide you some information. That name might have been used as a signal and intelligible only to its intended recipient. In the case, its bearer might be an archmagus. No, it's Amanat. Amanat was his the one that the guy that he was looking for. Initiating an investigation in a data collection procedure. I can hear my friend's snide whispers through the door. Be careful on your search, Majors. If you stare into a shattered mirror for too long, you might see yourself in it. In every shard at once. Mending it is that much more of a tainted affair than the new reflection is death-like. It is someone to go somewhere. We don't ask why, Your Lordship. I see. Glad to be of service, Your Lordship. Of course he does. That Tapery is very insistent. I order a squad to be dispatched to the Holy Senate. They haven't been heard of yet. I'm afraid that's all I can do under the present circumstances. I don't have a single soldier spare here in the capital. Is there anything else I can do while waiting for the revolt? So confident we're going to crush the insurgents soon. But the hermits don't do business with us anymore, not even if they have been invited on board. However, they've been known to make exceptions for a member of the Rogue Traders family. Perhaps they will make one for you? Question mark. If you like a distraction, a small, safer uprising to suppress at your leisure. There's a planetoid in my system called Philia. It's host to a prison colony, the prison one, whose inmates rebelled at the same time as the heretics on this planet. It's all around preposterous situation, but we need to take a couple of orbital shots to take care of them. But Winterscale went there. He's a relative of my suzerain, the Great Road Trader Winterscale, the master of the system, and a dozen others. I imagine the young Lord Winterscale is very eager to prove himself and his distinguished kinsman. I see no reason why not to join him. It's a small planetoid, the prison numbers a few, there will be very little way of weapons, so more of a sport for noble lords than a rebellion, real rebellion. One of his distant younger offspring, yes, that, as much as I know about him, means he hasn't distinguished himself in any meaningful way. The insurgency is heading to a certain Aurora, a prophet who, according to their followers, possess mystical powers. You are superstitious. So charlatan mutters some doggerel, which is some dim following of magic spells. This does not, of course, warrant the eventual burning of the sacrifice and penance, but it does not point there to be anything special about this insurgency. The insurgency of the Final Dawn. And I've got like a shopping list of shit because of all the stuff I've already done. Surely you don't expect me to believe it. Scores of crazy people. The insurgents are maiming their own. Good. The insurgents managed to steal the Voxcaster. It's not much, but it's something. I'll order an audit of our equipment to see how that communication channel is more closely monitored going forward. How it's only the accidental success of an otherwise disorganized mob of heretics who have no understanding of the art of war. I've heard about these lenses. What makes you think they're enchanted? Any fool can light a fire and a magnifying glass is no sorcery. You have to leave your bunker more often. I recently arrived as this and I already know much more about the uprising than you do. Get fucked. Alright, alright. Perhaps I've underestimated the mutiny. You're writing it off as a rabble and usual nonsense. However, it does involve corruption and an underground cult. This needs to be investigated. I'll assign additional resources to it. Take the issue seriously. Yeah, my word. Basically, just completely shit on him. And just basically be like... Okay, so you have to do X amount of the things to be able... And to the point where it's like, okay, 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 okay. So, that's kind of cool. That kind of makes sense now. Because he was basically just like palming it off, palming it off, palming it off. And then eventually... Like, he breaks because he's just like, okay, fuck, I know I fucked up, alright? Law. Xenos. Intelligent perception? Ballistic skill, weapon skill, perception. When someone's being deceitful. New dialogue. It encompasses the subconscious ability to react to things that the subconscious, but the conscious mind might not perceive. Minus 15 due to head trauma. Fuck. Alright. Reason, knowledge, for each point of... So currently it's at 35. It's really bad. It needs to be higher. It desperately needs to be higher. Doing my part. Melee, flame, and melter. Attacks against demons, psychos deal additional 8 damage. Let's fucking go. I desperately needed that before. Holy shit. Agility, maybe? Yes. Keep our footing where across the treacherous terrain. It improves their characteristic initiative. Character's initiative, dodge, chance, and reactions. If the character uses a melee weapon, their dodge reduction is equal to the half of their agility. Power. 40. 50. agility. Complete. This makes it easier. Like, the more I'm starting to learn this now, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of how I want to be doing this. Come out. Commander gains 5 to all characters until the end of the combat. Yeah, I'll do. Toughness, weapon skill. Increases their parry and reduce it. Yeah. Weapon skill is what I need. Stronger together. All allies excluding the current party. It's affected by non-damaging ability. Affected by ally. No, no, no. All allies affected by brace for impact do not suffer the negative effects of melee superiority for the entire combat. Melee superiority in melee combat. Any target surrounded by more allies than enemies receive. Okay. Get to cover, get off me. Use any ranged weapon in threatened areas, knock enemies prone, and push them 1 cell away. Alright, that's kind of cool. Alter. That one will do. Toughness. 100%. Of course it's going to be logic. Yeah, because this is all the non-combat stuff. Perception, ballistic skill, weapon skill. Probably ballistics. I kind of want him to be running around with plasma weapons. So when someone's being deceitful, it's kind of good. So the awareness skill reduces enemies' dodge chance. Okay. Easy. My journal. How are we looking? The monastery of the Adeptus Mechanicus is situated on remote territory gifted to the priesthood of Mars, away from the hive. Due to the scale of planetary rebellion, the descent from the orbit is considered optimal way to reach the monastery. Fuck! Alright. Companion stuff. So it's Pascal's one. New blood. Can be remedied here, apparently. But he's not fucking doing it though, is he? Void ship needs a new navigator. That's on the other planet. Looking for trouble. Okay. Rumors. Unidentified void ship. According to the satellites, one of the unidentified void ships circling nearby stars landed on a large uninhabited world in the system. Okay. Common post abilities, arc or agree. Aha. No, that's bad. Okay. 55. 90 is the shield master. God damn, alright. $55. Still best. 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 She ain't gonna like it, but best. What the fuck is Etherics? Augur and Vox system always watching for traces of the warp. Okay. $50, $55. I'm trying to see where I can put. He's not very good at it, but. His post performs various warp abilities. What does that even fucking mean? Not very good awareness on it, but. Okay. Okay. I need some new people. Question, what the fuck do I do now? How do I get back to the ship? Oh, that's how it works. I was kind of thinking more that way. You're a zappy boy. You're a stabby boy. Probably like this. Maybe the more squishy ones stay back and zap things. What's this do? Okay. How the fuck do I get back to the ship? We're all done here. Oh. Senses, shackled in stasis, the mind of the interrogation. Registering impulsive change, items, summarized, static secret design, they came in with a spiral. Revelation granted by the Omnicide to Legisabel in the course of data meditation has been recorded verbatim. Legislature seems to the audience of impulsive made revelation. A request has been sent to the governor's palace for a shuttle flight to. Yeah, we know about that. Continue. The Xico has been discontinued. I recognize the words. The voice from the Vox, soft and pensive, barely audible over the stone noise. I believe I know the intended recipient of the message. In the Ferrabundus system, it was me, Omnisire, grant me the wisdom and to fathom this mystery. Journal. Examine the data on the command center. Which I've done that now. So electrodynamic, center. Yeah, so I need to go to the other place now. Errands. Void ship requires a new engine seer who may be found somewhere. So, is Pascal now our engine seer, I guess? Companion requests. That's that one. Okay, Gleam the Final Dawn. So both of them are in this electrodynamic Cenobian. Oh god, 3 of them are. Okay, cool. I guess. And they all say I have to go to the ship to be able to fix this. Is there a quick, this is how you get to ship?
I always keep my options open.
Command center currently hosts a cogitator that was used by appeals the cogitator spirit for further information. That's this thing right though. Massive cogitator runs down the metal wall of the bunker, fitting the entire wall command center. But yeah, I'm not allowed to fucking talk to it, am I? Oh, he's praying to it. Okay. Hey, nice. Okay, it gives me options. Return to the void ship. Because I know there's nothing else. I've done everything. I've cleared the fucking maps. Oh my god. Right, okay. Permission to report, Lord Captain. Over the last few days I received several messages from different decks complaining about the anonymous behavior of the ship's cogitators and servitors. Machine spirits are restless and rebellious, and there's no litany or ritual or pacification that can rid of these obscenities. The tech priests can deal with the vessel's systems, but the servitors, they make errors in their task and disobey orders, change assignment rituals, and something downright freezes in trance. Well, Captain, occurrence since this caused error in the cogitator calculations has some sensible explanation. I beseech you not to take after those who whisper about ship being cursed or possessed. Oh, don't start up, man. All these peculiar happenings have long since turned into local legends. A door slams shut, a lumen starts flickering. Folk have used to all that. A resident ghost has decided to up the ante. I'm telling you, things are only going to get worse from here. Echoes of minds not completely eliminated by manifestations of the machine spirit's will. Nevertheless, the faulty servitors make Crew's task considerably more difficult, and the higher Factorium Janus Danrock would like to discuss how he's to deal with the defective property. He is awaiting your audience on the bridge. I would like to go to the bridge, please. How does one go to bridge? Back to bridge. What does this one do? Void ship management. Oh, okay. Back out that one. To bridge. Alright. Which one of you motherfuckers wants to talk?
Greetings.
I got nothing more to say, that's fine. Been to all the planets. I've been to one. I've just completed one whole planet. Well, actually, no, I've completed one map of the planet. That was a fucking big map. One big ass map. I even had to deal with a Zinch demon, which decided to possess everything in the fucking sewers. So as I'm fighting stuff, he's then getting all of the normal people and just possessing them. So then I end up having to fight like about 50 or 60 people, and there's only 5 of me. And then my Xico decided to blow its own head up, literally in the first move. I was like, great, cool. Down to 4 people. Let's see if I could do this.
Lord Captain. Lord Captain.
Alright, which one of you wants to actually talk about something? Is it you? See, your lordship, ship servitors have been malfunctioning of late. Violate protocols, interrupt the tasks, observe crew members at long periods of time, and move erratically with no meaning or purpose. Had it been a routine technical fault, I would have decided the fate of these servitors myself, but it deems necessary to notify you. I do not wish to hide irregularities from the Lord Captain. If you wish to observe the servitors' unusual behavior before you decide their fate, this can be arranged. The majority of the defective units have been delivered to one of the storage rooms compartments compending your decision. Express the desire to be present during the inspection should be carried out. I suppose the expertise esteemed Magos may come in handy. I wish to take a look at these servitors before deciding their fate. I shall take a look at these servers, but not right away. Just dispose of the defective equipment without me. As you wish, your lordship. Would you like the engine Seer Prime to accompany? Yes, of course I do. Oh, it's another one of these ones. Okay. Wait you out of the first. When am I out the first system? Oh, I need to go and get my navigator first. But I'm gonna do all of the AdMech stuff first. So I've just done all of this one with like the sewers and the weird blinding people with some lens thing, and then trying to fucking straighten out the governor because he's being an asshole, and there's like all the other shit that I had to deal with. So it was some old guy who was like gonna kill all of his friends and family of some cult, and dealt with all of that. Like all that's dealt with. But now I need to go and help out the AdMech. So I have to deal with that next. So, and that's still on the same planet. When his lordship arrives at the scene, he found the servitors at the same position they assumed when they have been corralled in at the bay, all standing in long spiraling line and facing the center of a strange formation. The moment his lordship crossed over the threshold of the bait gate, the bodies jerked into motion all at once, as if obeying a command. The servitors turned to face the Lord Captain. Technomats tasked with overseeing the defective units even reached out for their weapons. And the servitors went still just as abruptly, staring at his lordship with vacant eyes. All present held their breath. Disturbed by this sight, we waited for the Lord Captain to speak. His Lord Macarius von Valancius took several steps towards the servitors, gestured for his agency of prime to study the servitors, demanded a report of defective units, ordered that the servitors be disassembled and their components investigated, turned to me about the to announce his decision. Who's me? Oh, Danrock's writing this. Okay. Immediately, servitors, each and every one of them, stepped towards the Lord Captain in perfect unison. They mimicked his movement with frightening precision. The rogue trader halted in place, and at the moment's thought, he waved a hand, and the servitors just synchronously, there we go, repeated that gesture as well. The Lord Captain turned quizzically to the technomats and did the servitors so did the servitors, as if mocking him. Whatever the Lord Captain did, be it an incline of the head, a wave of the hand, or a step to the side, the defective units repeated it without a moment's delay or hesitation, like grotesque marionettes controlled by an unseen puppeteer. We observed the mime unfold in distressed bafflement for near minutes until the servitors finally came to a stop, not sensing any threat from them. The rogue trader approached with confidence. The Lord Captain examined the servitors, stepped away from the examined. As High Factorum, it was I who prompted that entire inspection, and thus it was my duty to follow the Lord Captain. As we stepped closer, we noticed the fascinating irregularity. The servitors' pupils, normally still, were shaking wildly. Their bulging veins were pulsating under the copper collars inscribed with their past offences. It was as if those mindless half-machines were locked in a perpetual state of extreme tension. A visible shaken technomat behind us proposed that the human souls had awakened within the servitors' bodies after a long slumber within their lobotomized brains, former bereft of intelligence, and had attained awareness, feeling, and understanding. After a pause, the technomat added that the servitors used to function properly, and that no one had been able to explain the changes in their behavior. His gaze still trained on the emotionless but animated half-machines and half-people, the Lord Captain stepped away from the servitors. All present held their breath. Disturbed by this sight, we waited for the Lord Captain to speak. His Lordship Macarius von Valancius. But if I just do one, isn't that just where I was? The engines here slowly waded into the motionless rank of the servitors, peering into their faces and checking the readings. There's no haste in Pascal's actions. With mesmerizing diligence, he inspected every single unit in his path. Binaric prayers were his companion in this investigation. The examination confirmed that the Technomat's initial hypothesis that Sever's souls, or rather, souls of the people they once were, had awakened. Not yet fully conscious of their past and present, these half machines could nonetheless feel primitive emotions and sensations such as fear and pain. These undesirable consequences of shoddily performed lobotomy is most rarely observed, and yet, for some unknown reason, it occurred in every single one of the servitors gathered in the bay. All present held their breath and disturbed at sight as we waited for the Lord Captain to speak. The Technomat's long-winded and detailed report could have been summarized in a single key point. Despite the servitors' normal behavior, they were still quite capable of carrying out tasks. Therefore, the circumstances did not call for a termination. Group of Technomats hurried to act upon the Lord Captain's command. The servitor mechanical parts separate with clicks, snaps, and hisses. The sutures between its wrinkled pale flesh and its augments were laid disgustingly bare. We watched the Technomats do their work, and they could see every centimetre of the servitor's stiff muscles are bound with the valves and cavities pierced like countless cords and tubes. The disassembly and analysis complete, the Technomats concurred that the unit was in working order. Nothing in the dissected body lay before us could provide any insight into the reason behind the defects. Should make note of one more thing, that the moment that all of us present discovered that not just the eyes, but the hands and the head of some of the servitors were now shaking too. It was as if the mechanized savants were overcome with some primordial terror. Oh god, yeah, because I've just seen someone being literally ripped apart in front of him. Got it. Is this the same? Dispose of the servitors so that the human souls may be released from torment. To send the servitors back to toil before, but they had not yet paid their dues for the crimes of their past lives and thus did not deserve clemency. To destroy the servitors for what had happened to them could spell horrific heresy. To leave the servitors to work for their nothing. Their behavior that the Lord Captain found alarming. Yeah, it's pretty terrifying. Lord Captain's command was executed post-haste. All defective units were incinerated in the furnaces. Their remains were expelled into the void. The crew was provided with replacement servitors and soon forgot about the destroyed unit's peculiarities. Yet the incident haunts my memories to this day. With the fate that the defective servitors decided nothing could be now distract Lord Captain from his mission. Dealt with. Yeah, like, if they've actually woken up and it's like, oh, by the way, you're now just, like, a puppet, that's gonna be pretty fucking terrifying. Dear, have you got anything for me?
It was just my nerves playing up. Something about our little saint doesn't sit right with me, and I trust my gut. Oh sure, she seems straight as an arrow and as predictable as a hangover after drinking. But when I look at her, something about her makes my brain itch.
It's because she doesn't like you.
After that conversation, I tried to listen to what was being said about her. Beyond the door, what I heard was strange. Blood in her past, twilight in her present, and something like a star leading her. But where is it leading her? I saw several roads, and all of them frightened me. Oh yeah, you go ahead and tell her the wicked Xico has divined something about her. She'll be so pleased and grateful, and of course she'll listen to what you have to say. No, that would be pointless. And anyway, I'm not even sure what it all means. Maybe the danger is to her? Or maybe the danger's coming from her.
Anonymity, but you detect concern, even a hint of pity and compassion. Oh, so she actually does have a soul.
Of course. Always at your service. Whenever you need me.
Kind of nice when you get that kind of situation when it's like, oh, this person's my enemy, and then they find out that it's just like, oh, by the way, this person's in like quite a lot of danger, and then they kind of go, I gotta warn them, and it's just like, yeah, that's kind of cool.
Greetings.
Can't tell her anything. Can I go to like my quarters and then there be something there, or are we good? No? Okay, it's just the bridge. Where the fuck are my quarters again? Is it here? Is that thing talking? Text by the waves of the sun had noticeable faded. What the fuck? There. Nothing here. What is that noise? Kind of like demonic talking, like in the middle. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to sleep with that. What's this? Oh, that's the thing. If I do this, save. Mean. Oh, autosave? Right, it's 2 AM. I need to go to bed. Tired. Right, gang. It's been fun, though. Because she's screaming at me about. Okay. Awesome. Right, gang. I will catch everybody tomorrow. I'll probably clear out the next map, which I'm guessing might be smaller than that one, because that was quite a fucking big thing. Sort out. Profit factor, total value. Mercenary recruits. Why -1?